I'll take Griffith. Femto. I'll take Femto.
So you'll take Griffith?
Yeah,
Fiction in the
Femto.
825, nigga, what the fuck?
Let's see what character I want to pick. What character I want to pick? What character I want to choose?
Hey, choose that nigga Luffy, gang.
I'm not a weird ass nigga, so I'll just use Luffy.
Use Goku.
Luffy Imagination 25.
Word, that whack ass argument, bro. That shit ain't gonna get you nowhere.
That shit is gonna get me everywhere.
I can't announce it, dumbass. I don't got perms. Is this nigga retarded?
But
what is this nigga talking about?
Clearly you're retarded. I'm telling you to tell somebody with higher up perms to announce it, dumbass.
You're just stupid, bro.
I don't know what that guy said.
Put a beam right on this. I don't even that bit. Can we even send scans right now?
Yeah, we can. You just gotta click on it. Like you just gotta click on the file. It's gonna show.
Yo, who made this fuck ass tier list?
It is retarded, bro. It is retarded.
What tier list?
Some nigga made a tier list and had fuck no. Nigga has Ask Yourself in tier 4 and Apollo in tier 3. Delete this shit.
I think it's about rhetoric though.
Oh, rhetoric. Apollo still has worse rhetoric than everybody below him.
Apollo's Jamaican. But hey, Deadboy.
Right on her butt.
What the fuck are you?
This classy ass and he'll turn her right to us.
Nigga, Japan dick. Shut up, nigga. Hell, you gotta mute it, bro. About that.
Oh,
hey, by the way, I'm gonna begin. Is that cool with you? Yeah. All right.
You said what?
I'm gonna begin. I'm gonna send the scans for. And my position is my character doesn't lose. And
you don't even know what character I have, bro.
You can tell me once I give the argument, or whenever you want to, but whenever you pick a character.
How are you going to give the argument if you don't know it?
I'll probably choose, since you're choosing fucking Griffith and you're just using an argument that was popularized like 8 years ago, I'll just use like Chris Rayon, bro. To be honest.
Sure, man. My character's abstract.
Wait, what is that supposed to mean?
He isn't physical. He doesn't hold a physical form. He doesn't occupy space.
So he doesn't hold it. Oh, I mean, basic like universal level shit. Yeah, he could be like spirit. He could be spiritual in nature. What is that going to get him?
Yeah. So if he can't be interacted with, then he can't lose.
That's not the argument. The argument is that he just can't be interacted with. The argument is that he isn't material, so he's spiritual. We obviously know in fiction that spiritual beings can interact with other spiritual beings. We obviously know in fiction there's other people that have the same property as this. So unless you give me some distinction to why his abstract is different on a fundamental level, I think it's just baseline fucking spirits. We can't interact with spirits.
No, we can't.
So like,
that's the point. We can't.
Exactly. So it's fine.
Yeah,
he could just be like.
The point is that if he's non-physical, then he can't go through change. He's non-physical, therefore he can't go through change. If he can't go through change, then he can't win or lose.
Why can't non-physical things go through change in fiction?
Yeah, because
we see it happen all the time.
Yeah.
No, it'd be a contradiction. I got you. It'd be a contradiction if the basis of the reasoning or logic would be our reality, but that's obviously not the basis. I mean, by definition, since we can't pick and choose which words you want to use, by definition, if you see others interacting, moving, or doing an action that causes harm or afflicts another person, by definition, that is change. We visually see Griffith do this. So you're talking about a contradiction. Yeah, we see femto do this all the time. We do.
Yeah, okay. Griffith is femto's like physical form. Femto is the non-physical god hand, while Griffith is just the human version on Earth that's moving around.
So when we see femto, we see him take over. Are you trying to say he takes over Griffith's body? Because I don't think that's true.
No. I'm saying that whenever we see femto, it's either a non-physical thing like ideas. He's either an emotion, which is also non-physical. It's just that every time there's a consistency. Yeah, okay. There's a consistency.
Just send the scan.
Yeah,
just send the scan. Yeah, go. That's what you do. Send the scan because it's getting a little too incoherent.
By the way, you want me to prove that whenever we see him, he isn't physical, right?
Yeah, which wouldn't matter to me. I mean, we have characters in fiction like that all the time. Let's just send avatars down. What is like? That's just you're naming regular shit that's not that tough, bro. Like, like regular niggas in DC got that shit. Superman's true form isn't fucking physical. So like that doesn't matter to me. Well, you can go send me the scans you're talking about. Send in the scans.
Yeah. The idea. Alright, where's this server again? Alright, check our scans. So yeah, the first one, he's an idea. Second one, he's an idea.
Why did nigga be ducking? Oh, because these niggas ain't
the
like
idea
that.
Evil, and the next one is
the idea. So what is he? So the idea of evil. So what is that supposed to mean? Like what is that first scan prove?
Yeah. So whenever we talk about femto, like the conclusion. All right, hold on. How do I say this? So look, let me just say this in a way that like I can like make it simple. But basically, every time you see femto within the verse, he's denoting himself as the idea of evil. His core's in the middle of the ocean of negative thoughts. The ocean was brought into this world from within. Okay, so within the context of the verse, these negative feelings entail evil, and he's just negative things. He's just like the idea of negative things. Yeah, he's
so
literally
he's just he's the idea of negative thing. Where does it say that at?
Yeah, I can. Bro, okay, it's right here. So
from these scans.
The first scan.
It doesn't say that.
The idea of evil right there. That's the first scan.
Yeah, that doesn't. But these scans that you're saying, I'm saying the first scan that you send does not like prove or substantiate the claim that you're trying to make. Like it just says the idea, this is God. Like I don't understand the correlation. Maybe let me read the scan out loud. The droplets of idea.
So is this an ocean of feelings?
This sea to eternity. They are splashes, some instead of yeah. So what you're talking about is just not like with the scan so far. So we're gonna send a new scan.
No, it's just a consistency. Whenever look, there's also this scan. It just calls him the idea of evil. Like, dude, there's just a consistency. Every time we see, yeah, I sent it, bro. So I dwell deep in your heart. I'm a part of you. You're actually yourself. Blah 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 blah. You are a part of your consciousness, a part of me.
Which scan? Which scan?
All four scans I sent, just make it consistent.
Obviously not.
Yeah, it's consistent. Yeah, it's a consistent thing.
Just because you say
non-physical. Also, who is out here solving the scans? Nigga Archie did.
Yeah, so just because you say it's consistent doesn't really make it consistency, bro. Like you're just saying it. But I'm just gonna read the scans though. I'm gonna go read the scans. Hey, hold on, I'm gonna just read the scan, bro. Ocean of feelings. What's this? So who's saying what's this?
Griffith.
Okay. What's this? An ocean of feelings. All humans have deep in their souls. So feelings. Okay. A common consciousness that transcends individuality, which is true. Is feelings. Feelings by nature transcend individuality. Makes sense. Baseline shit. Doesn't get you nowhere. Their collective consciousness as a species, its dark side is the swelling ocean. I was born from these swells as an ego of this world. So he's basically being born. He's being born from collective consciousness of emotions.
Yeah, he's being born from the negative emotions. If you want, that's kind of.
I mean, that's not what it says though. I mean, I like based off what I've seen, it's just the person that's talking to Griffith has been born from a collective conscious, and he's been born from the swells. So that's fine.
Yeah,
so this person is born from the collective conscious of emotions. So like the person has like is emotionally abstract. It doesn't really like. Is that what you're trying to do?
No. The point is that whenever they refer to Griffith, okay, I am in this cancer, brother. But whenever they refer to Griffith, he's just referred to in some non-physical context. And then
I mean, that's not true though.
Okay, you just said you haven't provided anything that goes against the evidence of it.
I have though, because based off what you just told me, I said, "Who is this?" You said that's Griffith. Griffith says, "What is this?" Then the other person that he's talking to so happily is saying, "I was born from that." So that wouldn't make sense that you say every time we see Griffith on screen, he's being called abstract, because that's just not what's being shown on every scan. So why did you just say Griffith?
Yeah, I meant Griffith's true form femto. Right, that's my fault then.
Okay, yeah, man, make the argument more cohesive for us to understand. So are you saying that every time that femto's on the screen, he's an abstract idea.
Yeah, they talk
That's what
about
you're
him
trying
like
to say.
abstract. There's also evidence, so they say, but his opponent is transcendental entity beyond physical reasoning. Reasoning is just logic. Logic is just the language that we use to describe
It
the
says
world.
that's not
Yeah,
no. I hate when niggas just do that. It means physical reasoning. It means physical reasoning. That means nomological things. It doesn't matter, bro. So things that are physically it literally. I hate when niggas do that. The literal context behind what you said is physical reasoning. The reasoning behind it would be physical reasoning. That would be nomological things by definition. That's literally like what you're saying.
Reasoning.
Hey, can we just stop hopping? Hold on. We're hopping point.
We're hopping point to point.
Well, we're hopping point to point. Let's focus on one point. I don't mean to cut you off, but we're like still on the same point. I don't know why you talk about beyond reasoning. Like we're not even on that shit yet, Brody. Let's just talk about the same thing that you're trying to prove. So what are you trying to prove? Are you trying to prove that femto is an abstract being and its abstractness is due to him being tied to emotions?
No, I'm saying that femto is just literally the idea of evil. He's just this non-physical thing.
Based off of what?
Yeah, based off of the evidence I sent, we can infer that. Like, what are you talking about?
Wait, so you're saying at first you're saying the scan says it. Now you're saying we're making an inference.
Yeah,
now we're just making inferences. I'll just make an inference off the scan because inferences are subjective.
This is why I wanted.
I'm not cutting you off. Continue. I'll shut up. Even though I'm not cutting you off, I'll go ahead. Just talk, bro.
So there's direct statements saying that he's beyond physical reasoning. Reason just defined as the action of thinking about something in a logical way. So then, if they're saying physical reasoning, they're just saying that we cannot describe this thing virtue of reasoning that we can.
Bro, I'm not responding to it. So
there's a dichotomy.
A separate point.
No,
I'm not responding to a separate point, bro. I'm not responding to a separate point. Can we just handle the first point?
This is the main point.
Bro, your main point was based off these 4 scans.
No,
the claim that wait a minute. The claim that he's beyond physical reasoning is a different claim, different than what you're saying. So I'll talk about the first claim that you're talking about, but you're not going to shotgun me and then add on 2 other scans, which is saying completely different. So we could talk about the same scans that I'm still trying to get an idea of first. So from these first 4 scans that we're talking about right now, Zeni, are you saying that femto is an abstract being because he is tied to this collective consciousness of thing? It says as an ego of this world. I was born from these worlds as egos of the world. Do you know what ego is, right?
Yes, bro. Yes, I do.
Okay, so is that what you're saying? Is I feel like you're just complicating. You're making it more complicated for yourself.
Yeah, okay. You know what? Yeah, he's abstract. He's abstract. Yeah, that's literally.
He's abstract. He's abstract based off of emotions.
Yes.
And the reason why he's abstract is because based off of the emotions.
Not really based off of the emotions, but based.
That's what the scan says, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm using the scans to show how whenever they talk about femto, they talk about him in a non-physical way, like saying his ideas, his emotions.
I understand. Okay, so I understand in which way they're talking about him being non-physical, but the problem is we need to have the context to why he's non-physical, because not a lot of people are non-physical for a multitude of different reasons. You have people that are non-physical because they are shadows, and we have people that are non-physical because they are ideas and concepts. But the specific way that he's non-physical is explained because it's tied to emotion, ego, which makes sense. So yes, he can be an abstract idea of ego, and he could just be like the living embodiment of ego. I can agree to that. That doesn't. That's fine. I don't care.
Okay. So just to make this clear, bro, is he non-physical or no? Do you agree to that?
You said, is he non-physical? He can be an abstract. He could be an abstract being. Like he doesn't have to have like a physical form in space. All
right, that's my whole argument. All right, sure. We can move on to your argument.
So you're just arguing that your character is just non-physical.
Right? Yeah, and you agree.
That's all you're saying?
Yeah,
it's fine. So that's all he's arguing for. It mean non-physical. I'll just explain Chris Rayon real quick. So Chris Rayon basically he has a trait which is called enhanced emotion. Just act before potentiality can become actuality and vice versa. I'll send it in let me go take a screenshot of the scan.
Yo, are you good, bro? Yeah, you don't have to move around like that, bro.
Nigga, what are you talking about?
Let me go get the scan. New. So right here, Chrysaeon just acts before potentiality can become actuality. And right here, Chrysaeon has a logic barrier where he's able to break the logic barrier around our target. Basically, hold on, let me go get this shit. I can basically bypass any rule that's set about your character. And then also just have the absolute foresight, which I can advance all events beforehand, ignoring possibility, nothing. So basically, like, you're cooked either way. I'm gonna lie to you. You're cooked either way, bro. So here you go. Basically, the argument is this. Chrysaeon has a trait. He could just move before the potentiality of something to become actual. So before there is even a potential that you're doing anything or having any sort of effect, I can just attack you. And I can also just bypass the rules that set your character. And you just establish the rule or a trait that your character has, which would be that he's a non-physical being. So we could just move on. We could literally move on from this.
Yeah, so I'll bring up 2 points. Yeah, so the first point is, well, why is the statement true? Because statements are analytically distinct from evidence. Statements are evidence by definition. And then the second point is, how would this help, your character interact with a non-physical thing that isn't spatial and isn't temporal?
You said, why is the statement true? Because the way I'll just send it to you. So this is the sub. I love when niggas do this shit. Niggas want to debate me and using tier 5 arguments. So right here, the reason why this statement's true is because this is from the Crossverse wiki. This wiki is how we actually get the abilities of these characters, and it's canon to the verse. I'll even send you the creator of the YouTube, or the YouTube of the creator linking. I even send you the video where he links this as some type of justification in the bottom. So the author uses this as justification where he could just place the abilities of his character. So that's what makes it true.
Okay, so
wait a minute. I'm not done. Let me go send the scans. So right here, this right here would be scans. So you know how other verses have, like, pictures or scans? This would be this versus scans. This is what they use to detail how strong a character is. Go look at the YouTube channel. Go look at the link below, and they're going to link to the same thing. And if you go look on the shit, it's its notable techniques. If you go on the actual website itself, it says everything that's used in this website is accepted by the author and it can be used. So yes, this is why it makes it true. And you said, by the way, statements can be true. You don't, like, I don't know, like, I don't know what type of logic, who had you have like a logic, fucking class or whatever, but statements can be true. I don't know why you would just even say that stupid shit. You can a lot of times make statement. You can make statements without evidence, and it's true. Like fucking a prime number being 7. Like, it's like, I don't need to prove that. Like, it's literally, there's certain things that are axiomatic that don't need evidence. Like, it's just actually retarded. You said something really stupid, to be honest with you. If I was you, I'd make a different argument. And then you said, why does this prove that he can interact with beings that are non-physical? Is because I actually gave the reasoning. It's like right then and there. It literally says, quote unquote, it can bypass any rules that are established by or connected to said character. A rule would be something the character has to it, like a certain trait that you can't take away, which would be a character's physical state, which I obviously bypass. And then even so, even if I'm wrong, another notable technique of Chrysaeon, I'll just go send it because I just know this nigga. That's why I chose this character. He's gonna rap. Right here, Chrysaeon can just shift the state of being of said character beyond the vanishing point. So it just doesn't matter, bro. I can just shift. Like, it's just retarded, bro. But we can move on, bro. Like, it explains everything.
All right. Why can't all the abilities just be limited to that versus set? Like, that verse.
You said why can't? You said why can't all?
I'm not done. I'm not done. But look, I'll just attack most of the things. So, but first, I said, why is the statement true? I'm not saying that statements cannot be true, and also I said that statements cannot be evidence. All right. And then
Why
the
not?
second point is that why can't
Why
this?
not?
You said why not? They're analytically distinct.
Zeni, but you verbatim said that statements aren't evidence.
Yeah, I know. I said they are.
I feel like before we continue, like, does anybody in here think Manny actually knows Zeni's gonna dick ride?
What? No, I wasn't even gonna
Okay.
say. Yeah.
Why can't this be? Hold on. So why can't in this instance this be used as evidence based off the prior context I gave you? Because based off stop cutting me off. Based off context, yes, this would be evidence. Literally.
Yeah,
based off the context I provided you, it would be evidence.
No, that'd just be a special pleading fallacy.
Wouldn't be at all. I hate when niggas just naming random
No,
fallacies, special pleading. That you just name
yeah.
special pleading. Like niggas just start naming random shit. No, you
Yeah,
don't.
okay,
You said you hold on. Based off of your lack of knowledge, you said that this is a statement and it just can't be evidence. Based off the context I gave you, it quite literally is considered evidence. I said the author uses this as justification. It's just for justification for us to understand the techniques of certain people. That's why he links down to it. And even if you go to the page of it, everything that's used here is canon and it can be used. So what are we talking about? That's there is evidence.
Look. The reason why it'd be a special pleading fallacy is just a where a person claims an exception to a general or universal principle. Like
what is the universal principle here?
Yeah, by definition, since these two things are different, by definition, statements cannot be evidence.
It's not different. It's not different at all. Can I just get? Hold on. It's not different.
I'm not done. Hold on. I'll continue speaking until what the fuck?
Go ahead.
I'll continue speaking. Look. So I said by definition they are distinct. So these two things are distinct. So when you're saying that, why can't this?
Why?
This one. Okay, look. What do you mean they're distinct? Why? Why are you questioning?
Why? How are they distinct? I'm asking you. What is the distinction?
By definition.
That's you know what that is? That's circular reasoning, dumbass. That's circular reasoning, dumbass. What is it?
Again.
Why isn't this statement evidence? And why can't a statement be evidence?
You know why?
Why is this? Why is this? And why is this?
Are you fucking stupid?
No. Why is this? No. Why is this statement not evidence?
By definition.
I'm not done. You said definition. What definition? I'm asking you. What's the definition?
Cut me off. Okay, so whenever we say statement, we just mean something. Yeah. No, I'm talking about Oxford.
So
yeah. So
well,
whenever
don't use we. But look at the word of statement though.
Okay, so statement is just a true or false declarative thing. So you declare something that's either true or false. Yes, that's
not what a statement is, you dumbass. A statement is just a fucking definitive or clear expression. You're just chatting.
Okay, we can use two different definitions, and again, that's
fine. What definition are you? I'm asking where you're getting your definition from, because the way that you said it, you blundered it, so it didn't make sense. How are you getting your definition? Because it just sounded like you just like true or false. Like the words, the way you said, you didn't even believe in it. So I think
we could take. Sure. We could take your definition. I don't even care. So you said a definitive, clear expression of something in speech or writing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so an evidence is just something that is distinct from the proposition or statement that gives it credence.
Why? Why is that what evidence means? Because that's not what evidence means by definition.
That's what I. Yeah, no. You can go.
You're just wrong. You're just wrong. That's not what evidence means.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, definitions.
That's fine.
You can't question. Look. You can't question the definition that I'm using. Because
I can question the definition because it's fundamentally wrong. Yes. Yeah. That's not. Hey, we're debating, right? What is the debate definition? What is the debate definition of evidence? Because you don't know how to debate. I could literally tell. I can tell based on the argument. I can tell based on the arguments you're giving me. We're debating. Hey, don't get mad at me. If you try to get mad at me, it's going to be worse for you. Your rating's going to get lower. Your rating's just going to get lower. Your rating's just going to get lower. What is the debate definition of evidence? What is the debate definition of evidence?
Because you brought up something I don't know. What is it? Like, what is a debate definition?
You just want to cover the empiricism, like what his view on empiricism is, Deadboy. Don't you want to, ask that?
Yeah, what is he talking? Anywho, Deadboy, what is the debate definition?
He's a random nigga, bro. Hold on. The most easiest way for me to explain what evidence is to you. I know I had to give it down to you because you're a pea brain. It's proof. It's literally just proof. That's all it is. So let me ask you a question. Do you not think statements can be proof? So let me ask you a question. No. I'm done. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I'm not done. So if I say evidence is me to prove when I'm trying to argue. So if I say, yeah, that nigga thinks he's gay. What's my proof behind that? I'm gonna show you a video. Nigga stating he's gay, which is a statement. You stupid ass bitch.
Yeah,
so statements can be proof. You stupid bitch.
Okay.
You don't even know like. Can a statement not be verification? Can someone not verify something with a statement? Wait. Hold on. Answer your question. Can someone not verify something with a statement? Can you not verification with a statement?
Yeah, but let me finish. But look, that isn't even my claim. I'm not even committed to that, regardless.
You're not. But I'm telling you. But I'm showing you the absurdity. I'm showing you the absurdity of your argument. I'm reducing it.
Okay. Also prove.
I'm reducing it to
wait.
It's ad absurdum. I'm showing you it's absurd.
Literally. Okay, look. Prove that the abilities aren't just like set to this specific verse. Prove that. Go ahead.
You said to prove that the abilities aren't just set to this. Not my burden to prove. What is your reasoning? Hold on. What is your reasoning for you to say that? I don't have like that's not my burden to prove.
Because possibly whenever they talk about traits within the verse, they could be referencing something different that isn't.
Why? Hey. I don't agree to this possibility argument because this is the possibility claim. Possibility claims, for it to be justified or taken to a debate, needs to have some type of basis to support it to why it's even being thought about. Otherwise, it just becomes, hey, stop it. Hey, don't cut me off. Practice what you preach. You see, niggas do that when they know it. And niggas do that when they're losing. Don't do that, buddy. Don't do that. Don't do that, buddy. Niggas do that when they know they're losing. Niggas do that when they know they're losing. So this nigga wants to try and don't know how to actually debate. Let's look up possibility claims. So, a possibility claim
oh my lord.
is what you're just saying something possibly can be the case. However, in debating, which we're doing, possibility is at its lowest level of proof because there's possibility, probability, and there's certainty. So in order for your possibility claim to go true or even matter in the terms of this debate, you need to actually give me a basis behind why your possibility can even be possible. But what you don't have is a basis. So what you have nothing. So how is it possible, based on what evidence that you're giving, that it's giving it more likely that what you're saying is true? If you're just saying it's possible, it doesn't help your point. Show me where in a debate. Where possibility claims win you in debate. Show me informal debate and where it wins you.
It's an equal interpretation. Yo, okay,
no, it's not at all. That's not at all. No, it's not at all. No, it's not at all.
Yo, dumbass.
Hey, I want you to do that. Yeah, keep calling it. You're just gonna keep losing.
You know what? Equal
Why? Based off of what? Do you even know what equal interpretation? What is equal interpretation in debating? What is the equal interpretation in debating?
Yes, we're just interpreting.
What is the equal interpretation in debating? What is the equal interpretation?
We are interpreting the same thing in two different ways. That's an equal interpretation.
That's not true. I foundationally have more evidence than you. Foundationally.
Yeah, no, you don't. Because you're.
Yes, I do. I have the state. Hold on. Yes, I do. I have the statement. I have the state. Wait. Hold on. I have the state. Wait. I have a statement. Wait a minute. I have a statement. That's not an equal interpretation, bro. That's not. Hold on. That's not an equal. Bro, just chill. Wait. Just chill. Hold on. Just chill. As I was saying. I have foundationally more. I have foundation, bro. Stop. But stop. Just chill. Slow down. Bro. Just chill. Why you getting so mad, bro? Wait. Hold on. Why
are you like not confident?
I'm not done. I wasn't done talking though. It's not your turn to talk yet. It's not your turn to talk yet. Bro, stop trying to derail the debate, bro. I hate when niggas do this shit, but just debate me, bro. I don't give a fuck about the debate. I don't give a fuck about the debate. Let me say what I have to say. Bro. So that's not what the equal interpretation is, buddy. That's not what the equal interpretation is, buddy. By debating at all, I'll just show you what it is by sending you the definition of what it means by the debate, because you obviously don't have a debate. It's probably why the same level you've been at for all these years. So because you don't have foundational understanding of what debating is. What you just gave was a possibility claim. That does not make it an equal interpretation. I have a statement from that I'm arguing about. You didn't. Now what you initially tried to do was go at the validity of my source. You couldn't do that. So you try to argue equal interpretation. You're dumb. An equal interpretation is if we're both arguing from the same scan and you're interpreting the scan differently. What you're doing is that you're getting a possibility claim because you do not actually have any arguments or substance to actually beat me with, because you can't beat me with substance. No, you can't take an argument and beat me because you're not foundationally a better debater than me at all. You suck. No, dude, you're not a good debater. You suck. Yeah. You act up. Right. So that's why. Hold on.
Yo, Deadboy, you done?
No. Yeah, you say I'm still talking, right? You say I'm still talking. Right? You said I'm talking, right?
You're fucking retarded. Yo, Deadboy, you dumb.
I'm fucking retarded, but you just said it's an equal interpretation.
Yeah, you're fucking stupid. Look,
shut your stupid ass up. I'm fucking retarded, but you said it's an equal interpretation.
Yeah,
but I'm the dumbass here. But no, it's not. By definition, no, it's not. Look it up. Look it up. Literally, look it up. Look at what equal interpretation means.
No.
Look it up. Look what it means. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. We have to literally. Hey, shut up, bitch. Let me send the debate and let me send the speech and debate gloss. Hey, let me speech and debate glossary to this nigga. Let me send the speech and debate glossary to this dumbass nigga. Go read this shit, you stupid bitch. Go read that shit, cause you don't know how to debate. Go read that shit, nigga. Go read that shit, nigga. Go read. Go read the debate glossary, bitch. Maybe go get some details on how to debate. Because you don't know what an equal interpretation is. That's not what an equal interpretation is at all. An equal interpretation is when we have one scan or one set of proof and we're having two different interpretations on this one set of proof. That's what an equal interpretation can be used as. No. That's not what that. Hold on. That's not what you did. Hold on. That's not what you did. What you gave is a possibility that has no basis. Which in debating, hold on. In debating, if you hold on. When debating, if you foundationally do not have wait. Hey, stop, bro, stop. Zeni, stop. Foundationally founded. Zeni, stop. Zeni, just stop. You look trash. Let me just let's calm down because you just look trash. You look trash. As I was saying, bro, what you need to go do is finish debate school. You need to go back to debate school and finish that. You need to go finish that. You need to go finish debate school because you're not good at that. You're not good at debating.
Asking who teaches it.
You're so fucking stupid.
A lot of niggas do. You can go to debate. You can go.
Look.
You can even go. You can take philosophy in your class. You can take philosophy in your class. You can take philosophy in your class.
And equal interpretation.
What's your definition? What's your definition? What's your definition, Zeni?
Yeah, when you take a scanner, we interpret it in two different ways. I'm interpreting this scanner.
No. That's like this nigga's stupid. This nigga's dumb. Look at this nigga. Look at this nigga. What? And repeat yourself. Repeat yourself again. Repeat yourself. Hey, repeat yourself with that shit in two different ways. Tell me that's an equal interpretation. You dumb nigga. You sound dumb. You sound dumb, bro. No. An equal interpretation is if I'm coming to a certain interpretation about a scan based off the certain variables that's there without adding nothing else. You're a fucking retard. You're adding extra variables by adding a fucking possibility that is not have any basis in reality, which leads it to a possibility. Wait, stop cutting me off. What's a possibility claim? Foundation.
Why can't that be limited to this verse? Look, why can't the abilities?
Look what you're doing. Now we're doing circular reasoning. So you tie back to the same point to try to argue that again. Come on now, nigga. That's the exactly. Bro, that's the first point. That's the first point you said, and you tried to tie it back. You make a good point and argue with me. Show me some debate skill. Show me some debate skill and debate with substance. Because you sound stupid, bitch. Show me some debate skill right now. Hey, show me some debate. Show me some debate skill right now. Show me some debate skill right now. Boss up. And we can debate. We don't even gotta yell each other. Wait a minute. We can actually debate. We can calm down. We can have an argument. We can calm down and we can have an argument because you sound stupid. What is What is and where are you getting your definition from an equal interpretation? Because it's just foundationally wrong.
Okay. Can you give the argument as to why these abilities?
Man, stop doing that shit, bro. I asked you a question.
Look, no. I've already answered that. I don't care to answer it again.
But your answer was wrong. I just explained why your answer was wrong. You don't care. You don't care about me explaining why your answer. So you don't care about me having substance in a debate. But you don't care about me adding the substance to why you saying it's wrong. So you just thank you for the concession. That's a concession. That's irrelevant for you saying that you don't know what equal interpretation is. That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant that you don't know what interpretation is.
Look.
Like what, nigga? Word. You got. Hey, these niggas didn't even go to debate elementary. Oh my mama, go to debate pre-K. Go learn some fucking debating shit. You trash, bitch. You haven't been to debate pre-K trying to talk to me, nigga. You're a rookie in brown shirt with 2K generics on trying to debate me, nigga. You better know who the fuck you talking to. Whack, bitch. You suck. You literally
Deadboy,
suck.
Deadboy,
Yeah, you
why
really
can't
suck.
the
Like, I really thought this nigga was gonna come in here and give me a good argument, give me some good substance.
I've asked
But
you
this
a
nigga
question,
uses a
Deadboy.
trash argument
Deadboy, answer the
used for
question.
8 years,
Deadboy, answer
and you
the
didn't even
question.
use it right. Come on now,
Deadboy,
nigga. Answer
answer
my
the
question
question.
first,
You
you
keep running
dumb
away from the
diddly do
burden.
bitch. You suck. You give me.
keep running from the
Argue
question.
this shit first. Argue this shit
Yo.
first. You said, quote unquote.
Why can't the
Scans.
ability?
You asked me why can't these only be? Hold on. You said why can't these only be in reference to the verse?
my God,
That
bro.
is a possibility claim by definition, because when you're not giving
you're
an
retarded,
alternative,
bro.
you're not giving an alternative
retarded.
interpretation to what's going
You're
on in the
retarded,
scan.
oh my
You're
Lord,
talking
bro.
about the meta of the scan and the validity of it being in a cross-verse setting, which outright makes it a different than an equal interpretation. What you're doing is giving an alternative interpretation based off a possibility claim. But however, in a debate, possibility claims do not prove anything. They do not prove anything. They leave you at zero because you have no backing, which in debate, the person who has the better back and the better substance wins. What you have is a why can't. That just shows me that you're a bitch because you can't argue nothing. Everything I argue, I give proof, substance, and evidence behind. A why can't win you nothing. I'm asking you, why does a possibility win a debate? Why does it win a point? And what form of debating does it do? It doesn't win you in court. It doesn't win in politics. It doesn't win nowhere. What form of debating does a possibility claim go through? Go through. Where does it go through?
Oh my Lord.
Where does it go through? You sound dumb. I'm putting belt the ass right now. What's wrong with you, bitch?
Instead of screaming, right? Can you go ahead and prove why these abilities wouldn't just be limited to this verse? That's the original thing I've asked you. You still haven't proven it. Look, yo. By the way,
no, Zeni, no.
Barely.
And Zeni, what was my response to that, you dumb bitch? What was my response to that?
Yo, Braylee.
Hey, I'm gonna show you. Hey, let's go back to debate school, bitch. Let's go to pre-K. I'm about to open the door for you. I'm about to open the door. I have to open the door for you. Let's go to debate. Let's go to debate school. Walk into my class and sit down. What was my response to that? Tracking 101. What was my direct response to me saying that?
Yo, you haven't given one. That's what I'm asking you.
I given one? I haven't given a direct response to that.
Yes.
I advise you. You better ask every nigga down the VC what I said, or you better go back in the recording and go through because you just failed the first class of debating. You just failed the first class of debating, which is tracking 101. I gave a direct argument to why does it matter, bitch. So
yo, again,
come on, bro.
Yeah. Okay, look, you haven't given a response to that. Let's conclude. You haven't proven anything. Let's conclude.
I haven't proven what?
You haven't proven that these abilities aren't limited to the verse. So let's conclude.
Okay, so before you said that, how did you get to that conclusion? What did you say before? Hey, you know what's crazy? Hey, let's break it down. I'm gonna show you how good my tracking is. Hey, I'm gonna show you how good my tracking is. Wait, I'm not running nothing. You're actually a level 5. You're a level 5. You're not nothing to me. But anyways, I'm not done. So hey, I'm gonna show you why I passed debate school. Let's go to tracking 101. And I'm gonna catch him up in the lie. Hey, I'm gonna catch him up in the lie. So earlier, he didn't make the affirmative. He said it could just be possible that it only is in reference to his verse. That's directly what it said. So now you tried to switch it to prove that it's not. So which one are you gonna go with? Are you gonna go with your bullshit equal interpretation, or are you gonna go with the burden?
Yeah, can you go ahead and prove the thing I've asked you?
So now you're going with the burden. So are you dropping the equal interpretation point? Yo, those two can't coexist, you dumb bitch. Those two can't coexist. Your equal interpretation point, with you saying possibly, cannot coexist with you saying me to prove something. Are you making an affirmative? So are you affirming that I can't prove this thing, or are you saying it's possible? Which one is it?
I'm saying, can you go ahead and prove this to be the case? Can you prove why it would work?
So now you're dropping. So are you dropping the equal interpretation point? Yes or no?
Sure, bro. Sure, I'll drop that.
So you dumb bitch. So this is what I did. I got a nigga to drop his main point. So you have to switch that shit. You sound dumb. So now what you want me to do? Now what you want me to do? Now we gotta go to debate class number level 2. Let me turn my fan on. Dumb little nigga. Nigga's a tiger level threat trying to talk. Let me turn my fan on real quick. Let me turn. Hey, time out. Hey, so hey, go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, okay, so can you prove that this would work within a Crossverse setting?
Can I prove?
Yeah,
I will work in a Crossverse setting.
Be limited to
because I'll just give you reasoning based off how the ability is dictated. It doesn't have a certain limitation. Don't cut me off. Don't cut me off. Don't cut me off. Don't cut me. I didn't even finish. I didn't even know what I'm about to say. Look at you. Look at you, bro. Bro. Zeni, hey, I can lie to you, bro. You don't even know what I'm about to say. You don't even know I'm being a rat. This is so ironic. I'm being a rat, but you're asking me to tell me why this will work why we're working across for Zeni. Why wouldn't? Shut the fuck up. There's different levels of us debating. This nigga says I'm ratting, but the fucking response that you have to come up with prove that it works in a crossword setting. Shut your stupid ass up, bitch. The fuck wrong with you? The reason why I think this ability would work in a crossword setting is because stop cutting me off, bro. Stop cutting me off. I'm giving you reasoning. That's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to give you reasoning. And when I'm trying to give you reasoning, you're withholding that.
Yeah, so go
ahead.
I'm
trying to do it because you know the level. You know the levels of us. You won't let me say it. So in a debate, right? You're asking why can this work in a crossverse setting based off what I'm reading, the induction behind it. I'm not seeing anything unless you can give me some type of reason for you to believe why any of these abilities would have some type of inverse mechanic where it's specifically indexed to the verse. That's indexed to the verse. We have the reasoning to why we can say so. So in Bleach, we can say, oh yeah, the spiritual question can't work crossverse because it only directly works on people who have spiritual pressure. That's why we can say that. But based off any of the scans I sent you cannot come to that conclusion to even make that argument. So what that does, it ties back to the original thing. It ties back to the fact that you cannot argue with substance. You're trying to go with these certain possibilities have no bearing in reality. So what you can do is learn how to debate, some nuts, pants up, and because you cannot do that.
Okay, look. When they say characters.
I gave you foundation. Wait your turn.
You're done talking. You're done talking.
Shut up, bitch. I'm not done.
Okay, look.
Wrong with you, nigga? Shut up, bitch. Hey, shut up, bitch. So what I'm doing? Shut up, bitch. So what? Hold on. Basically, I know. Hold on, baby. I'm not done. So basically, what I'm doing is the oldest. I'm using the oldest debate to extract it in the book. I do not think your argument has foundationally any substance to fall back on. My argument foundationally does. So based off of that, I'm winning substance based off of that. Literally, because in the debate, you would have to have some type of. You would have to have. You said I'm just saying assumptions. You would have to have some type of basis behind your skepticism. So, what is your basis behind your skepticism? You have nothing. You have none.
Look, when they say characters,
you don't come back to a possibility. You're gonna get beat on that too. You dog shit, bitch. You dog shit.
When he says characters, that's just limited to his knowledge. He can only say that about things that he knows. Like if he doesn't know this thing, then he cannot make the claim that this would work on him. So because femto does not.
Who does that respond to? Genuinely, Zeni? Zeni, who does that respond to?
Because
Zeni, who does that respond to?
Exists within the verse, so they wouldn't be able to say that this thing works.
Hey, Zeni, who does that respond? Zeni, who does that respond to?
Yeah, okay.
So Zeni, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just beat you using coherent. Hey, I'm gonna just beat you using coherency and reasoning. Hold on, I'm gonna just beat you using coherency and reasoning again. Most of the time, hold on. Usually in crossverse debates, the character that someone's debating with does not know they're in the fucking fiction and does not know they're in a fucking verse and they don't know about other verses. Usually. Are you gonna disagree with that? Are you gonna say that Goku knows that Naruto and fucking Superman exist? Or are you gonna say that knows that Batman exists? Obviously the fuck not. That's why we have crossverse debating, because it's hypothetical. So I would agree with you. There's certain abilities and hacks that are correctly indexed to a verse because it has a mechanic to where it can only work within the verse. However, we're debating crossverse for a reason because obviously based off the indexes that we have, we have no reason to say that it's only working on our verse. What you did you're trying to get me to prove something that has no basis behind it. I cannot prove a negative. There's no basis for me to try to prove or disprove anything. And if you would have actually gave me some type of reasoning, so yeah, I don't think this gonna work. Prove just worked within the verse because of that third.
Yeah,
you didn't do all that. You just hold on. All you did, you didn't give any reasoning. You don't know how to debate. All you did was give an empty claim. You gave an empty claim. You give an empty claim.
Yeah,
you give all that shit.
Check the VC chat. I'm giving the set.
What?
Check the VC chat.
No.
So what did you think? What about it?
I've given
What's
it.
Stan?
I've given.
Wait, yeah. What about? So appropriate that substance in the formulation of your argument. Try to. Hey, wait.
Look. That's just an argument from ignorance as well. Because you just said you didn't prove X means that X isn't the case. You're just saying that because
that's not
I didn't. Negative. That's
no, I didn't say that at all. No, I didn't do. No, Zeni, that's not what I did. 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 Zeni, bro, let me talk, bro. Zeni, let me talk. That's not what I said. Zeni, 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 that's not what I said. I said foundationally in debating, if you're giving empty possibilities and you're not giving a base behind the empty possibilities, stop cutting me off, bro. What's wrong with you? What's wrong? That's what I'm talking about. Niggas do this shit because they're losing. That's not an argument from ignorance by definition. Like again, you're talking about shit. You don't even know what possibilities are. You don't know about logic. So you're trying to talk about argument from that. But let's look at an argument from ignorance. Let's look it up. I'll just beat you down on everything. Let's look at an argument from ignorance. So listen. Hold on. So listen. This is an argument for ignorance. An argument for ignorance is a logical fallacy. The claim because it hasn't been proven false, or false because it has been proven true. That's not what I said. I said it lacks the foundation for you to synthesize about it, you dumb bitch. That's two different things, you dumbass. I never said yes or true. I never said that, you dumb bitch. Like I said, come back to debate school. I'm about to open the doors. Sit your ass down. I'm about to give you an apple. Lunchtime in 10 minutes. What I said is your argument lacks the credibility for it to go through, and it lacks the credibility for it to be skepticized. Skepticism needs to have some type of basis. Otherwise, it becomes an empty claim and empty skepticism, which any judge or person listening with a brain will not accept. They do not accept people who have no backing or basis behind what they're saying. So no, that's not an argument from ignorance. I'm not talking about the certain claims. I'm saying the possibility claims has no backing to make it more probable. You dumb bitch. So what do you have against that? But what do you have against that?
You just said I didn't give motivation for why this ability is indexed to a certain verse. Therefore, it's not. That's dead ass just an argument from ignorance.
That's not what I said. I literally gave you like
verbatim said this.
That's not what I said. I just even Zeni, even
verbatim said this, bro. Oh my lord.
Zeni, even if Zeni, bro.
Verbatim said this,
Zeni,
bro.
Zeni, even if I somehow initially Zeni, even if I somehow initially said that,
bro, we can
multiple times. Hold on, I multiple times. Zeni, stop. Bro, Zeni, multiple times throughout this conversation, I directly re-clarified. So if I did say that, Grice is razor. So what are you gonna just say now?
Yo, bro, okay, look. Give the justification.
What?
Give the justification, bro.
Look at this nigga. So that's what it ended off? Are you sure? Hey, are you sure you want to end it off on that? Are you sure?
I'm asking you. You've never given any sort of justification as to why.
Do you know why? Do you know Zeni? Do you know why? Zeni. I actually did, but Zeni, I did give justification. It's tracking issue 101 again. I gave 5 different levels of justification. Just because you are fucking just because you're a P-brain, you do not have the ability to respond to them. Don't do that. But I've already did that multiple times. The thing that you were holding, Zeni, the thing that you were holding back on so far was, oh yeah, he said this. Now the Grice's razor because I've been re-clarified that shit. So what was your time back point? Because you didn't respond to what I said. At all.
I'll just steel man this, bro. Look, even if we do say that your character can do this, all right, my character cannot go through change. So for you to take away this trait from my character, he would have to go from one point. He'd have to go from he'd have to go from one part in time to another part. So he's gonna have to have this trait and then lose the trait. That's literally just a
So
temporal action.
you're saying even if you still man my abilities.
Yeah, even if I grant this, look, even if I grant
Let's
this,
go to conclusions right now. Let's go to conclusions right now. Right now. Let's go to conclusions right now. Right now. Let's go to conclusions right now.
My character cannot go through.
Go to conclusions right now. Go to conclusions right now. Let's go to conclusions right now.
Yeah, after I say this, we can go to conclusions.
No, let's go to conclusions right now.
Okay, after I say this, look, my character cannot go through change. So for you to take away this trait from my character, you would have to go from one point in time to another point in time. Basically, he's gonna have the trait, then lose the trait. But my character is not temporal at all. Therefore, that cannot happen to my character. So yeah, we can conclude now.
Yeah, you can give your conclusion, bro.
Just,
you sucky bitch.
Okay. So yeah,
I don't need conclusions. I just need one thing. I think Deadboy already responded to the thing that you just said earlier. He kind of just references towards like physical change, and Deadboy said like properties of your characters can still go through change. He's never responded to that.
Oh, I did.
You know, it's crazy. You know, hey, am I tripping? Wait, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Hey, Broadly, fact or fiction? Broadly, fact or fiction? Did I not just say? Shut up, nigga.
Yo, Bailey.
Hey, Broadly, fact or fiction? Did he not just say he can still make my abilities? Right? Did he not say he can still make my abilities? Yes or no? Hey, Broadly, go look at this. Hey, man, hold on, stop, bro, stop that shit, stop, bro, because you lost badly. Hey, Broadly, I'm about to react to something. Hey, Broadly, I'm about to react to something. He said that this can go through. Read that scan out loud for me. Read that scan out loud for me, Broadly.
Where is that word?
Yeah, it's the logic barrier scan. Can you read the logic barrier scan around for me?
Bailey, look.
Wait, Broadly, can you read the logic barrier scan out loud for me? I'm not done talking to you.
In what chat?
Right in scan chat. Logic barrier scan that I sent. The one I just reacted to.
Yeah, yo, Bailey. I have a question. So when I said
chill, bro. So can you read that scan out loud where it says logic barrier? Can you read it out loud for me?
Where it says notable techniques?
No, it says logic barrier. Chris Spades is. I'll just read it. It says logic barrier. Chris Spades is able to break the logic barrier around his target, affecting a lot to bypass any rules that's established by the character. And what his dumbass said is he can still man all my abilities. It's on record.
No, I said that.
You're so stupid. You're so stupid. I said all, and I said, so you're gonna still man all my abilities? I said you can still man all my abilities? I said you can still man all my abilities? I literally said that. Hey,